Yeah, hey everyone, Brian with you from TheGameCommon, and we are doing our AI-only championship series. We are down to, well, the final 6, so we are getting close to the final 4 here. I should mention before we get too far into this, I forgot to switch my monitor colors back. But anyways, I got a new desk finally yesterday, and I got it all hooked up, so because of that, things got switched around a little bit. Hold up, I'm switching back my monitor settings, because I set them to movie last night, just because I was doing some cool stuff. And anyways, the sound quality and stuff like that might be a little different today. I did a quick test and everything seemed like it was going fine. So I guess you guys are going to be the guinea pigs, since this is the first series that I am doing with my new desk and stuff like that. My old desk, it was a desk that my dad made for me, so it has sentimental value to it. I mean, my dad's still alive, so it's not like anything like that, but it's just a desk I've had since a kid, since being a kid. The problem was I could never fit my chair underneath it, and it's a desk that was made for a kid, so it wasn't particularly large. So I have all this room now, and I got some LED strips to go with my Black Widow keyboard and mouse and stuff like that, so everything's like flashy and beautiful and pretty. And I put a video up on Discord if you want to see my new setup right now. It looks pretty good. It's nice. I have the soundproofing though on the back wall, which kind of mutes a little bit of the color from the LED strips. So I don't know, eventually when we have our own house, I'm gonna figure out something cool to do with LED strips and stuff like that, but for now, we'll see what it is. So talking about the game, where do we leave off? We left off with Mapuche getting absolutely destroyed. He is by far and away in 6th place, and Brazil was still in 5th. No, Montezuma dropped to 5th. Oh yeah, that's right, Montezuma got conquered. I forgot that France came and just kind of blew them up, and then Teddy was actually the other one. Yeah, Pedro started pulling away. Okay, I was like an episode behind in my brain. It's been a couple days since we played this. Most likely I'm going to end up bulk recording the rest of this series today, which I'm excited for. I like doing the AI only series, but after a certain point, I'm like, man, I just want to play the game again. So I'm excited to start playing the game. So most likely, whoever ends up winning the AI only series, we'll do a series with. That's usually kind of, hey, the reward for winning is Brian does a series with them. Now, if Gandhi wins again, I don't know if I'm going to do another Gandhi series, to be honest, just because it wasn't that long ago we did a Gandhi series, so I kind of don't necessarily want to do another Gandhi series. I don't know, we'll see. All right, so Teddy is invading Aztecs with the Rough Riders. That's after France blew him up. And the thing is, I think these Rough Riders are going to make a pretty big, they're going to do a lot of damage. Yeah, there's no walls there. Oh, crap. Now, this could trigger an emergency against Teddy, but the only one that would potentially join in would be India. And I don't necessarily see India really doing much damage to Teddy at this point. Like, those Rough Riders are pretty much guaranteeing Teddy, safety for probably the next 40, 50 turns, give or take. Now, there's no way Teddy holds on to any of these towns, but once again, it's just going to keep Aztecs further and further behind. Remember, we really thought that the Aztecs were just going to kind of cruise in this one. So it's rather interesting to see them get their butts kicked. Now, Mapuche was kind of on the opposite side, where, they failed their early war and just have never been able to catch back up. Now, they do have a couple more settlers. And by a couple, I mean one more. I don't think any cities, though, are going to make a difference, especially with stuff flipping. What kind of era are we looking at? Brazil, Golden Age, everyone else normal except Aztec and Mapuche. Okay. And Brazil is currently declaring or invading Mapuche. France, who are you at war with? Are you at war with Brazil? Yeah, France is at war with Brazil. Interesting. Brazil's got the tank army, which is a little high damaged here. And one thing we've yet to see, although she does have ironclad fleet, which is going to keep the defensive strength pretty high. Yeah, I figured that was a Teddy emergency. It's going to keep the defensive strength really high here. Did you just peace out, or what the heck just happened to that tank army? How did it get here? What? How the heck did it get all the way down there? Interesting. But anyways, if she's able to get her unique units, which she hasn't done yet, she's on replaceable parts, so that's infantry. So I don't think she can get infantry though without getting, oh yeah, she can. She needs, I think it's military sciences where she gets her unique unit, which is actually extraordinarily good, probably even against the tank army. So I doubt this will pass against Teddy, because Teddy was pretty popular with everyone. Yeah, it failed. I figured it would. The only one that I think would vote for it would be Aztecs. India and Teddy are pretty friendly. No, not anymore. But I don't think India wanted that war. Let's see. Yeah, they're at 337. They don't want that war. Yeah, they don't want to declare on Teddy. All right, Kalko, Chalco, flip back. Teddy's still rolling around with these Rough Rider armies. I'm not quite sure what he's doing. The walls in here are going to make it a little more difficult to take, so most likely we're not going to see too much happening there. France is now gone on the offensive. All right. Brazil is doing some damage over here to the capital. And, you know, they do have those tanks. I'm wondering, is Mapuche allied with France by chance? No, they hate France. This is interesting. So I have all my keyboard and lights flashing at me. I have them right now to the sound. So essentially they flash, you know, with the sound. And so it's really rather interesting because, you know, there's no consistency in the sound in this game. So it's just like flashing. I might actually, you know what? I think let's just go ahead and pull up the synapses and we're just going to change it now. It's a little distracting, to be honest. All right, chroma visualizer. I know you can't see any of this, and we're gonna go ahead and turn you off for now. And I think everything else we wanted on gaming mode. Oh, hey, I didn't know we could do that. Apply spectrum cycling for everything. So my keyboard's not doing it for some reason. There we go. There we go. And it's doing with everything. Yes. Except my LED lights. There we go. There we go. Now we're all good. Okay. Sorry. I figured it might be a little distracting. I didn't realize how distracting it was going to be till we actually started this episode. So, I mean, we're at this point right now where there's not a whole lot going on. There's only what? Yeah, we talked about actually just finishing this particular a series here, or this game in this episode. We'll have to see, though. There's still a lot of time left, though. Yeah, I think there might be one more. There might be one more. We'll have to see, though. The thing is, I don't know, like, the score is going to change. I don't foresee there being any massive game changes here. Because, like, okay, Teddy should be completely fine, even though he's still, you know, technically third from the bottom. Just because he's still going to be able to get a lot more cities. And I'm still kind of mind-blown that Teddy's this far behind. It really is weird to me, because I feel like Teddy had a really good game. So, like, it was one of those games where I'm actually kind of shocked. Now, the funny thing is, if this was the finals, this would not be a bad finals for any of the top four, because they're all within 100 or so points. And so it would kind of be bad for France to actually win a game, but not win by that much. So this would be good for any of them. I would not mind seeing France win. I think, like, honestly, I think at this point, I'm rooting for France or Teddy. Just because, you know, I don't necessarily want to see a repeat. Also, if Teddy wins, then I get to, you know, start chanting USA, USA, right? And then what was the, all I can think about is the Michigan Wolverine chants. It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine, it's great. But what's the soccer chant? I know, football, soccer, whatever, for the US soccer team that they created. Hello, dog. She's in here chewing a bone. Sounded like she was gonna puke. Which I'm highly potentially regretting bringing her in here. Oh, other fun thing is I tore apart my keyboard yesterday and cleaned it, and that is just fun, you know, and I mean that completely sarcastically. It's just like one of the worst things, not because it's like gross or anything like that, but just like pulling off all the keys and then like having to clean it all is just like, oh my God. Like I spent probably 2 hours yesterday cleaning the keyboard last night. It was just like, oh my gosh. I just wanted to hook up all my freaking nice, sweet setup, and instead I spent all night fixing my keyboard. But anyways, still trying to think of what that American chant was. Something along the lines of, you know what, we could Google this while nothing else is happening right now. Special session. What was that one about, actually? Aid request for Gandhi. All right, well, that one's definitely going to pass. USA soccer chants. American Outlaws chants. Oh, yeah, I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. Now, how does that work if we win? I guess we can't really chat that when we win. I believe that we did win. I believe that we won. Heck yes. Yes, we won. That doesn't quite rhyme as well. Flow quite as nice. Yes, we will beat you all. I mean, yeah, these are just getting a little lazy. So India has now declared war on Mapuche. In the scheme of things, this doesn't really matter because you're talking about the dude who's like by far and away in last place fighting the guy that's in second place. Score doesn't really matter. You just don't want to be in the bottom two. So I guess score doesn't matter, but it doesn't matter for India particularly in this spot. So if they win or if they lose, it doesn't really adjust the score at all. So hence this doesn't really matter. The only thing that would potentially make a difference is like Brazil maybe starting to drop into the risky zone. I mean, really, like Aztecs are gonna have to do some work here to come back. That's about the only thing that can really matter. I don't think Mapuche is gonna have any chance to come back from here. Especially considering they still have Brazil in their butt, and Brazil's rolling around with tank armies. And I mean, I know that they're currently not at war with them, but that could just be dangerous here as the game goes on. They got 2 more settlers, but like, I don't see them being able to take anything. So India's got AT crews, and they also have machine gun armies. Okay. What's the tech looking like? India's currently in first place. See, that just blows my mind. Because Teddy had a huge tech advantage there for the longest time, and I just don't know what Teddy ended up doing. Part of me thinks maybe he switched over to culture, but his culture's not that good either. So that's where I'm kind of confused in this game, like what happened with Teddy. He does have modern AT. So he might have the most, and remember, I think at the end of the last episode, he was actually back in first place in science per turn, but now India's passed him again. India does have more mountains though. Yeah, I guess Teddy's mostly flatland over there, where India does have some pretty decent adjacencies over here. So maybe that's why. But India, I would imagine, has gone mostly focused in religion. Because, I mean, yeah. Oh my god, they actually are close to winning a religious victory. Which is actually one thing to keep in mind is possible with only 4 players. That's one thing that we do need to keep an eye on when we're in the finals. And we don't necessarily have to keep an eye on it because the game could end. Now, what happens if they win a religious victory? See, here's the thing. I don't know if that's an advantage to win an early religious victory or not. It really depends on how good you're doing in score. Because if you're just absolutely dominating the whole world, it's actually a bad thing for you to win an early religious victory because you're not going to get the full value out of the score. Hey, a decent Panama Canal here? A decent Panama Canal. Except you don't have any access to this lake right here, so I take that back. Can he canal here? I mean, it's hills. Could he theoretically, I mean, he could, yeah, because that would go there. I mean, if he conquered Cahokia, that would be amazing, because then he could canal out there. But then you're still stuck here without being able to canal, which is ultimately the biggest issue. Any other wars happening right now? France, you're just sending aid. You're pretty friendly with everyone. Aztec, is anyone kicking your butt right now? Nope. Brazil, are you just chilling? Brazil's chilling in the Pedro sun. Mapuche, still at war with India, but they actually, no, they are going to lose. Nope, they won't because there's no melee troops. They would if they had melee troops over here in India. India kind of forgot the whole aspect of you need melee troops. So the funny thing is, slight spoilers for Old World. In Old World, which is the Civ-like game that I've been playing on the channel, which I've been really enjoying. I think it's a lot of fun. Although I'm still learning a lot of the rules with it. But I wasn't sure whether or not ranged units could take over cities, because in this game, ranged units and siege units can't tank cities. In that game, yes, they can. They very much can. It's like, oh, all right, that's a surprise. Good to know. Also, do mountain tunnels still, are they still, like, can you still use ships through mountain tunnels? I don't remember if that's still a thing. Because if it is, then theoretically, he could actually use this as a canal, right? Yeah, I don't remember. I know it used to be a thing because we abused the crap out of that in our very first Inca playthrough. Because essentially, we made, like, ridiculously long canals. I thought they changed it, though, so that you couldn't, but honestly, I'm not 100% on that. What's Teddy doing over here? Teddy. Also, I mean, I want Teddy to win just because I love going Teddy. Which I know in South Park it's Timmy, but I like Teddy. Anywho. Although I've not watched South Park in many, many years. Which, you know. So, Brazil is shooting off satellites. Yeah, so they're going to get the first one off. I don't think they're anywhere close to winning the game because usually they get to 3 and then just like stop, or they get to the second one, I think. Yeah, they shoot the first 2 off and then it takes forever to shoot the third one off. He's building some dams. He's got decent amounts of power. I thought he was behind in science. Yeah, he is. So I'm kind of surprised he's shooting off the first rocket. 1 turn, so it's done. He is building rocket sites here in India, so he just doesn't have his rocket sites yet. He'll probably be able to catch up because I'm sure he's got decent production over there. And then Teddy is just sending out aid requests. Is that to Gandhi? I thought those were to Gandhi. I'm pretty sure that was towards Gandhi, and isn't Gandhi your arch nemesis? Which, oh, you know what? I think Teddy's been going, nope, never mind. I don't know. I was thinking maybe Teddy was going for diplomatic victory. Catherine's actually fairly close, I have to give her credit. Now, at this point, she's going to start losing 3 per turn, but hey. All right, Brazil's getting bombers, which I think Brazil could really take over Renee if he desired. And it's probably getting to that point. He has anti-air guns. What the? Dude, question. I literally have never built one of these since like the first or second game. Anti-air strength. Can you do anything with this? I don't think so. Right? Like, it can't attack, it can't melee, it can't do anything like that, correct? It doesn't even have a melee strength. So what happens if it gets charged at? Oh, so it looks like it's, okay, so it's like a siege tower or something like that. Interesting. So yeah, it doesn't give you any melee support or anything like that. And if it gets hit, it just instantly gets, it just disappears. It gets destroyed. Interesting. So Mapuche is pretty much down for the count. Right now, these points are basically, they're just trying to take first place and score. Not that it really matters. Now, if he grabs the capital, he might jump up. I mean, if this was the finals, these would have some pretty big impacts. Like him not taking the city because he doesn't have a melee. Like, just move your warrior over there. Would potentially have a huge impact over 3 games. Like, that one city could really, really change things. Now, other thing to keep in mind is there is a chance with 4 players that one of them gets eliminated. And so, and I don't remember if I talked about this. I remember thinking about I needed to talk about it. I don't actually remember if I did talk about it. But anyways, so the thing is, we kind of had some discussions. What we ended up relying on, I think in the last series, is kind of where we kind of put our foot down with this is how we're going to do the rules from here on out, is so we want to give them score. But so, like, there's been some people who are like, hey, if they get eliminated, they should have score 0. But that's not quite true because technically some of these scores they will always have score for. Now, they're not going to get points. Like, one of the things we also talked about doing at one point was giving them whatever score they had the turn before they got eliminated. But that doesn't work because technically they would get an empire score from it. So what we would end up doing is we would end up giving them their civics point. We'd give them their great people points. We'd give them their technology points and then their era score points. Their wonder points and their empire points don't matter. Religion points, that one's kind of up in the air because it's like theoretically your religion points are probably going to drop by the end of the game. But like there's no way for us to know without actually having to calculate it ourselves, and that just seems annoying. So I don't know, man. I don't know on the religion points. I would probably say yes, we'll add it in. Because, like, in the scheme of things, if you're getting eliminated, I don't see you being able to win first place. Although, didn't Gandhi get eliminated last game and then end up winning first place? I know we ended up doing a runoff between Gandhi and Chandragupta for the final 2. Because there was some debate, and I was like, alright, screw it. We're just going to have them go, and we're going to do a 1v1 for, like, 200 turns. And then Gandhi just ended up, like, absolutely destroying him, so... I think it was because I think it actually did come down to the fact that Gandhi got eliminated, but we gave him score for certain things, and then there were debate on how much score we should give him, and blah, 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 blah. So I was like, screw it, we're just going to do a runoff for the top 2. I'm not planning on doing it this time. Unless, of course, there are 2, and there is some, like, competition between them. I don't know. So both of these got conquered by... No, never mind. Both of them loyalty flipped. Interesting. So, what did, yeah, I was gonna say, India and Brazil both got golden ages. Oh, that's so bad for Mapuche, especially with the dark age. And then Inca's got another dark age. France and Teddy got normal ages, so, yeah. It's interesting, the people that are in last place, the 2 in last place, got dark ages. The two in third and fourth place got normal ages. I guess France is in first place. Never mind. Never mind. So are we going to put a pause here? Sorry, I'm drinking my coffee. I mean, there's only 50 turns, but then again, these 50 turns could easily take 20 minutes. The problem is, I don't see this. You know what we're going to do? I think we're just going to let the game run off camera. Because I don't really feel like doing another episode, because quite frankly, we're not going to be talking about anything. Probably just the random random ramblings of Brian's life is probably what the next episode would incur. And so I think because of that, let's just let the game run off camera, and then we'll just pop back when we get closer. Because, I mean, I just don't see Montezuma coming back. I have no idea how he would. Taking Kumasi would help. But we've seen, I mean, he does have tanks now. I mean, we've seen Teddy just absolutely destroy him. We've seen France absolutely destroy him. If he ends up taking Kumasi, I guarantee you France and Teddy are going to hop in on an emergency war, and chances are probably India as well. Who's suzerain of this? It's actually, oh, it's Montezuma, so he's not even going to go and declare war on it then. What about Jerusalem? Actually, I think this one, yeah, Teddy has this one. But Gandhi might hop in on that one. Because it's a religious? I don't know. I feel like Teddy would hop in, or sorry, I feel like Gandhi would hop in on any one of those city-state emergencies. He could also go for Cahokia, but he did that once and we saw what happened, and I think that was actually the downfall of the Incan Empire. There's probably something... You know, there's something kind of ironic now thinking about this. So, like, think about this. The Incan Empire was looking really good, was looking very, very strong until France... crossed the sea and then started invading them and destroying all their territory. I know it's France and not Spain, but still there's a certain irony to European power crossing the ocean and, you know, beating up on the Incan Empire and basically trashing them. Oh, she actually put a town up here too. What is home continent? Nope, not home continent. So the Imperial won't do as much work over here. Also, Kazakhstania? Nice. Nice. So there are rock bands, which keep in mind, I did kill the music. Yeah, but no one's going to be able to get that. Science, Pedro got 2, Gandhi got 2, but no one's shooting off 3. Let's wait for the end of the atomic era, and then we will go ahead and just put a pause in the episode and just let it tick out, I think, at this point. India's still going after Mapuche. Mapuche's still losing everything loyalty flipping. Once again, though, it has 0 bearing on the score because Mapuche was already going to get eliminated and India was already safe. Now, they might grab first place, but, like, who cares? Although, then again, wait, 18 turns? Oh, no. This one will flip, but Picon will not flip. Picon. You know, the funny thing is, like, looking at the names of Mapuche really just kind of makes me think of Pokemon for some reason. I don't know. Ina Pater Mapu. I mean, it doesn't really sound like Pokemon, but I don't know. Maybe it's just because I saw Picon. And then that thought came into my brain. See, this is why we're not doing another episode, because that's what you would get. That is what you would get for approximately 20 to 25 minutes. And I would probably end up offending most people, and then, you know, no one would watch the finals. It'd be terrible, right? All right, so Teddy declared war on India. India's rolling around with the machine guns, which is probably going to be able to keep Teddy back. But I mean, I have to say, modern AT is kind of scary. What is his oil? Teddy has okay oil. Montezuma, crazy niter, dude. Also trying to see, no one has uranium yet. It wasn't done. What about, coal? Why is coal in the first line? And aluminum in the top line, but then all the modern resources are below it. Whatever. So, Gandhi has aluminum, so does Pedro. No one else has, oh, and France. So Teddy doesn't have aluminum, or he doesn't have the tech, one of the two. Atomic era ends in 30 tons. Now the question, you know what, this is, yeah, I was gonna say, this is probably just gonna flip right back to Mapuche, which it did. You're gonna flip in 9 turns, but it's a little too late. Sydney Opera House over here for Brazil, congratulations. Brazil wasn't first on culture, right? No, Gandhi is. There's too many middling cultures that no one's gonna actually be able to win it. And it looks like most everyone's going for a science victory. He is going guidance systems. So he might end up shooting off another rocket. I don't think he's... I mean, there's no way he wins by 315 or 325. Yeah, there's no way. Okay, 1 turn left. What was our diplomatic? Catherine actually gained a point. Teddy gained 2, though. So theoretically, eventually she would win a diplomatic victory, but I imagine the science victory is going to come first for the AI. Okay, let's see what this era is. Now, there is a chance India got another golden age and dark age. There is a chance. Normal age and Gandhi got a dark age. So now you're no longer going to flip. Teddy actually got a golden age. I don't think that matters. All right, well, we're going to let the game run here, and we will be back probably a couple turns before the end just to confirm the scores. So see you guys in a sec. All right, well, we're just going to call it here because, I mean, there's, what, 14 turns left, but nothing's going to change. Montezuma ended up coming and taking over, where was it? Oh yeah, Zanzibar. But the funny thing is they got absolutely just destroyed by basically half the world united against them, which, you know, obviously. And then India's got their death orbits up and they're coming over here and absolutely wiping out Mapuche. So Mapuche is probably not long for the world. There's no way Incas, why do I want to keep calling them Incas? But there's no way Montezuma and the Aztecs make a comeback at this point. Like, Teddy's too far ahead and Teddy's just got the advantage. Also, I got to wrap this episode up because the dog is, you know, getting a little crazy here. So I don't want her interrupting our championship series. So hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, oh my god, India's shooting off nukes. India's shooting off the nukes. Oh my god, India's shooting nukes. That might make it worth watching. Just to watch. Oh, there's the dog. All right, so anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, drop a like, comment, let me know what you think. As always, hit the subscribe button, join the game comment. Starting tomorrow, we will be back with the official championship, so I'll see you guys then. Later, everyone.